Welcome to the Daily Influence, where our mission is to deliver a daily dose of positive influence that can uplift you personally or be shared within your sphere of influence. While not every episode may directly apply to your unique circumstances, we strive to provide insights and inspiration relevant to most people's daily, weekly, and monthly lives. Whether you are tuning in during the morning, noon, or night, the Daily Influence is here for you. Listen, share, and embrace the power of influence in your life. Hey everybody, Brian Smith here with the Iron Team series and the Daily Influence. We have recently been talking about a lot of different topics related to communication, decision making, accountability, stress management, change, transition, lack of communication. And today we're going to pivot a little to talk about things to think about when we're either buying or starting a new business. And there is a lot out there right now on culture. And I will tell you, culture can and will be the foundation of any business you start. And you, as the leader or the founder or the buyer of a new company, are going to set that culture. And you're going to set it by how you lead and then how you hire. Who you hire, what you allow them to do. And therein lies the first part of things to think about when going into business or starting a new business or buying a business is, what's the culture going to be like? How am I going to treat my customers? What do I want them to think about me when I'm done? What are my team members going to think? What are my vendors going to think? Because they're important. And culture drives all of those or all of that thought process. Once you've established what the personality, the culture of your business is going to be, then you got to start thinking about the financials, the metrics, how you're going to do what you're doing. How am I going to grow? One of the mistakes that people make is they want to grow fast. It's if I grow fast, I make money. But if you grow fast, not only can you make money? Yes, but you're going to put a lot of stress. It takes money to make money. You need to think about the cost of providing the service or product that you are taking to market, that you're building or buying into this business. You have to think about what it takes to deliver that in a way that wants people to come back and buy from you again and again. Not just about the money, but how are the partners going to support you? Can they grow with you? When you're choosing vendors and partners in your business, you want people that can sustain that growth with you and support you. You don't want to pivot and retrain people every time that you go through a growth curve or that you're adding business. You don't want to worry about how they're treating your customers. That's why when you set that culture, you can set that expectation for people who support you, your vendors, your team members. You can let them know what your expectations are, how those people, if they want to do business with you and help you service your customers, how they're going to treat your customers, how they're going to approach your area of influence in your absence or shoulder to shoulder with you if that's how you do business. The ultimate goal is that you can grow your business so you don't have to be in front of every customer dealing with whatever area of influence you're in. You want other people to do it, but be a extension of you, an extension of that culture you want to show, an extension of that product or service, doing it in a way that is consistent with those expectations. And that's the last thing you have to think about is, how do you set those standards? A lot of people are afraid of policy and procedure. It's too much. It's too complicated. But it's not. We subscribe to the SMART Foundation, which is very simple. Make things specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. And if you approach building, buying, starting a business with a SMART mindset, you will not have a lot of things falling through the cracks. You will have handled the specifics. You will have thought about all of the things that are needed, from culture to process to money to people, to technology, and you will walk yourself through all of those things and make sure that each one of those things measures up, that you can attain the service standards you want, the quality of product that you want, and that you're doing it in a timely way so that you don't grow too fast, break the bank, if you will, cause yourself too much stress, not be able to pay your bills or service too many customers because you've gotten too many too fast. How many of you have been to a restaurant that opens and they just open the floodgates and then they have poor service because they can't cook the food fast enough? They weren't prepared for that onslaught. Thought it was interesting because there's a very famous restaurant in Denver that is called Casa Bonita that a lot of people grew up with. Renee, my wife, grew up there, and they went out of business. They didn't go out of business because they grew too fast. They went out of business because they got behind in technology. They got behind in keeping up with the building, and they just couldn't keep up with the pivot of restaurants. But it was bought. And when they reopened, hundreds of thousands of people wanted to go there. So they opened it slow by invite only, and they trickled them through as they built the service standards, tested the food, and ensured that they were able to handle the quantity and quality of business that they expected and set for themselves. So when they bought that business, they started with that plan. They were smart about that plan. I challenge you, if you are going into business or starting or buying a business, to be smart about it. Go through that list. Be specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. Challenge the different aspects that you're going through in due diligence, and ensure that you can answer every question you have about growth, sustainability, culture, support, customer service, quality, everything. If you do that, the viability of your business and the sustainability of your business will be all but assured. I hope that you have a great rest of your day. Remember to follow us on social, the Iron Team series. And if you haven't yet, pick up our books, Individual Influence, Find the Iron Team, or Positive Influence, Be the Iron Team, both at Amazon. And our new book is coming out in late May, Responsible Influence, Build the Iron Team. Have a great day.